Well, hello back. I'm back again doing another Friday the 13th episode. Um, had a little mishap over the last week. This is episode 6, the Great Montarro. Um, this episode is about a cursed Houdan box, where um, if someone is placed in this box, that person will die. So the person that's doing the magic trick with the knife going through the coffin of blood, that person survives. Now, if that person gets out of that box, the person that's in the coffin of blood ends up dying. Now, this episode is not the greatest episode. A lot of people on the Facebook page Friday the 13th television series um, thought it was slow. It does have a slow pace. I will say that um, an actress by the name of Leslie Donaldson. You may have known that she played in Happy Birthday to Me and Funeral Home. She's a great actress, and she plays in this episode. The late Graham Campbell, I think I'm saying his name right. Um, he's like the Great Montarro, and it's cool to know that you get a little bit of a backstory with Jack Marshak, that he used to be a magician and he used to do things, and he goes and meets his friend. I think his name was Marty. That used to do magic tricks with him, and they're doing like a magic trick live thing. Get all the great magicians and all that all in one room and put it on live so they can uh, show it to everybody, so it can be seen as that magic is real. Um, I'm not here to dispute whether magic is real, or whether it isn't. I'm here to talk about the review of The Great Montarro, episode 6 of Friday the 13th, season 1. Um, to me, I would give it 3 stars out of 5. It does have a slow pace, and I always curious about this and some other episodes later, how they got something that big to be put in the vault. Um, I guess they got it in somehow they got it in there. They don't really show it that it was put in there, and it's an interesting episode where one of the magicians, Martin Neufeld, the actor, plays a guy and he also plays a woman, and he or she ends up killing herself, which is actually placed upon Leslie Donaldson's character. That's what I got of the episode, um, and how there's a heavy-looking guy who goes and takes Jack's uh, trick and to try where he puts himself in like a thing that closes up his arms, and you have a key, and you hang upside down and you try to get loose. He ends up messing it up, and he ends up dying for that. So that's the Great Montarro. I mean, this is a short video, but since it's short, I'm going to actually include tonight's episode, um, Dr. Jack, which is episode 7. Dr. Jack is a really good episode, interesting episode too. It's full of a bunch of should I say, characters. Um, I just finished watching it, and I would give it 4 stars. It's a scalpel, a cursed scalpel, which actually supposedly Jack the Ripper used it. Um, and how it works is the scalpel. Um, you have to end up killing somebody to help, because this guy's a doctor, Dr. Halleck. Um, he uses the scalpel to help with his surgeries to save somebody. Um, one particular scene that I find that was interesting was the scene where Jack and Mickey and Ryan go to this knife store, and this guy is a former con man, and they go to find out what happened to the scalpel, and the guy, they say, well, do you know who bought it? And he goes, I just forgot. And Jack pulls out like a piece of paper saying, I'm sure the parole board would be interested to find out what happened in 1979. And the guy goes, how'd you find that? Oh, I just forgot. I like a little uh, insight and character. Jack, he's Chris Wiggins really played Jack to the hilt. He was a great actor. He's surely missed, and he portrayed Jack Marshak really well. And as this episode goes along, you find out there's a woman that's in the hospital that this Dr. Halleck has killed her daughter, and he obviously didn't save her. So he killed her daughter, and she's in the hospital trying to get back the revenge at her. And he gets ready to shoot him, and then Mickey and Ryan and Jack show up, and they end up taking her and putting her in a hospital bed and tie her down. Now there is a scene in the movie, or excuse me, the episode where Jack is going to go get the scalpel, and he ends up getting hurt because he falls off an elevator and ends up hurt pretty bad. And so Jack has to get surgery to fix what was wrong with him, and the guy Dr. Halleck goes in town and kills somebody. So then he finds out that the person he tried to kill, Jack Marshak, has to be the person he has to save. So, and then he ends up wanting to kill him, and that lady shows up again somehow. I'm guessing she got out of the strands, and she gets out and she goes to shoot him again, and they go running around in the basement of the hospital, and a little scene in the background you see like "eat some" written in paint or whatever on a window in the hospital. And so Mickey and Ryan, they try to figure out how to get him and get the knife. So they ended up using the paddles, and they warm it up and they shock him, and Dr. Halleck dies. So that's how episode 7 was, Dr. Jack. So yeah, this is episode 6 and 7 of Friday the 13th series, and all in one video. I just wanted to let everyone know I'm thrilled and happy to know that 187 subscribers now, only 13 away from 200. I appreciate each and every one of you that view my videos and either leave a comment or a like. I really do appreciate it. So yes, this is episode 6 and 7 of Friday the 13th series, season 1. So next week will be the episode Shadow Boxer, which is a really great episode. I really enjoyed that one. And the next video I'm going to have is like I did with the Halloweens and I did with the Friday the 13th. Now I'm going to rank the Nightmare on Elm Streets. That video will either be up Saturday or Sunday, depending on whether this computer stays working. It didn't work for a while, but now it's back in shape, so now I can go back to doing videos. So I've rambled on enough. Thank you for being a subscriber, and thank you for watching this video. I will catch you next time.